Okay, so let's go ahead and get on with building it then. So this thing is actually a relatively simple build. In terms of, it is literally just a straight line with wings. So let's go ahead and start by building a straight line with wings. Essentially what I want to do first though is actually try and figure out how big I want the fuselage to be. I think it's going to be 0.65, I think. Same with this piece right here, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing at the front. So 0.65 and 0.65. There we go. Okay, that seems like a reasonable size for an aircraft, so that is what we are going to go with. With that being said, we are actually going to make it skinnier than it is tall, so let's go ahead and make this 0.6 instead, and go to the back and do the same thing, 0.6, there we go. So it is taller than it is wide. That makes sense, and honestly, hopefully, that will work out for us. I think it will. Okay, cool. So we got that going for us. Let's go ahead and extend it forwards, and hopefully we can make this look lovely. Honestly, I think we will be able to. So, let's go ahead and extrude this thing forwards. Here we go. It's actually going to come forwards quite a bit and get smaller as we go. So from 0.6, it is actually only going to go to 0.5. We're going to go ahead and do this to 0.5 also. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. 0.6, okay. I mean, that does slowly come down. I guess 0.55 will actually make it a little bit nicer, okay. But I don't think that's actually, like, quick enough, if that makes sense. So if I bring them both to the same thing, so 0.55. 0.0055. What is going on? There we go. Something like this. We can actually extend this guy forwards a little bit. Let's go forwards about 15. There we go. We can then do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and make it smaller and smaller and smaller as we go. So they're both at the same thing right now. Let's make it 0.35. There we go. Oh, this is going to look good. 0.35. Excellent. And again, it needs to be longer, so we'll do that. We're then going to extend it again. It is going to go down to 0.2 and 0.2. And then we're going to have a bit of a nose cone on the end, so extend this to 0, and hopefully we can make it at the right angle in order to make it actually look pretty good. Honestly, that doesn't look too bad, so I think that's how we're going to keep it. Okay, cool. Alright, so from there, we're going to go to this guy, and essentially just after the cockpit is where it starts to get smaller. So let's go ahead and get to it. So it gets smaller and smaller and smaller as it goes backwards. We don't need to do it in multiple pieces, because it doesn't actually matter, and it should look good in the end. So let's go down to 0.35. Okay, cool. Same thing right here, 0.35, and that is going to be pretty slick, actually. Actually, let's go to 0.4 instead. That'll be a nicer angle, and also a bigger opening for a bigger jet. There we go. Okay, that is looking fan-dabby-dozy. So from there, we're actually going to go, no, bigger, 0.5, and 0.5. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it even larger than it's supposed to be, but that's okay. So 0.5 and 0.5. Then we can extrude it. We can make it 0.45. Yes, which brings it inwards. And 0.45. Yes, which also brings it inwards. From there, we're going to extrude it. We're going to bring it inwards just like so. And that is where our jet engine is going to go. Okay, so jet engine. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Where is it? It is under power. Yes. We get ourselves a turbine. Let's go ahead and shove that directly into here like so. And bring it upwards to wherever the center may be, which I think is around there. From there, we're going to make the diameter a lot larger, like a hell of a lot larger, in order to actually fit it in. There we go. So it is currently central, but it's not quite right. So bring it to here. We need an afterburner. Of course, we love afterburners on this channel, and we always go for the same one. But this time, we're going to go for something slightly different. Bam! Whack that into there. Excellent. From there, we're going to make it a little bit bigger yet again. Here we go. Just because I want it to be able to actually fit in the rear. That's an interesting sentence. It's a very interesting sentence. And there we go. What do we think of this? What do we think of that? It looks like it's going to work. That looks a lot better than what I was expecting. So this is good. Okay, so now I actually want to change things up a little bit. Instead of it going angled downwards, how about we actually just bring it upwards and sort of keep it level as we go. So we're actually going to go ahead and just drag this guy upwards like so, trying to keep it level on the top side. We're then going to do the same thing right here to about there, and I guess this as well. There we go. Nice. From there, we're going to go ahead and lift this guy up. There we go, to obviously fit within this, otherwise we'll have issues again. Yes, there we go. And that looks good. Nice. Alright, so thinking about this just a little bit more, I actually feel like we should skinny it off a little bit more. So 0.57 is actually where we're going to go. We're going to do the same thing right here, 0.57. There we go, makes it a bit more skinny. And then what is this one? This one's 0.55. So we'll actually make this 0.53, which makes it even skinnier. Yes. Oh, this is totally going to work. Okay, as for the nose, I'm actually going to go ahead and droop that just a little bit as well. It doesn't have to go down an awful lot. I just want it to go down a tiny amount in order to actually do what I want it to do, or for it to do what I want it to do. And that is perfecto. Okay, from there, we need a cockpit. We actually really need this cockpit. So, how are we going to go about doing that? I don't know. I'm not very good with cockpits just yet. I actually struggled quite a bit to make them look good. But I'm going to try my best with this one. So, we're going to do this down to the sides, just like so. Okay, that seems alright. From there, we're actually going to go ahead and quit out of this, get ourselves a new fuselage, and start building a cockpit out of that. I think this is the right way of doing it, but I genuinely don't know. Okay, so we're going to go down to 0.5. Okay, we're going to go forwards, and we're going to go to 0.5. Yes. We're going to go to 0.5 right here as well. And actually, I guess it should be quite tall. 0.5. Okay. So that's not really tall. Or not really as tall as it should be. So actually, in this piece, we're going to go with 0.75. Go forwards, 0.75 right there as well. And then try and position this correctly. So essentially, it just goes over the actual cockpit. We're going to lower it down, but so that it doesn't come out the front end. And we'll leave it around there. Okay, that in itself actually looks pretty good. However, it's still too wide. It is still just a little bit too wide. So, open fuselage, thingamabobby. Let's have a little look at the width. Go to 0.45. Is that correct? Is that better? Maybe even less. 0.4. That might be a little bit too less. Okay, 0.42. Bam! There we go. Okay, 0.42 seems pretty good. Let's do the same thing right here. Boosh. Okay, so this is what we currently have. Not amazing. Like, it's not exactly what I wanted, but at the same time, not terrible. Actually, really not terrible. So let's extrude it backwards. Okay, let's do this. The Y scale is going to go down to 0.4. Okay, we're actually going to raise this up. We're going to do it again. 0.2, actually. There we go. Okay, cool. So instead of it going like straight in like this, obviously we want it to be a little bit longer. So we're going to do something like this. Okie dokie. Going to make it even smaller, 0.2. There we go. Okay, that is actually a very nice little curve right there. It is. What we're going to do on this side is go to 0.7. So it slowly goes up. I'm also actually going to add a loop right here, and I'm going to cut this. This bit right here is going to be glass, and that should end up looking really good. So, assign material, glass, here we go. All the way around there. If we can, boop, 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 and I don't know whether to do that piece or not. I don't think so, but maybe. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it for now. We're then going to do all of this as well, because this is the cockpit, of course. Yep. I don't want to move anything. I want to leave it somewhat as is. That's fine. And yeah, we're going to do this in multiple pieces. So let's move this guy backwards, just so it bulges up a little bit more. We're going to push this forwards. I'm going to have to paint it, but that's all right. We're then going to go ahead and extrude it again, move it forwards, and go down to whatever this size is, which is 0.7. And then we're going to bring it down even further. Here we go. To 0.68, because this is actually going to stay as a metal piece. Then we're going to take it further forwards, and we're going to send it. Here we go. And the Y value is going to be 0.4. Okay, that seems a little bit too aggressive, to be totally honest with you guys. So 0.4 doesn't seem quite right. 0.4 here as well. Okay, good. And then we're going to go ahead and extrude it once again. Bring it forwards, bring it down, and leave it just like that. I don't think that's too bad. Oh, 0.2 and 0.2. Voila! Okay, bring it forwards just a little bit. Excellent. So let's paint this in the way that we want it to be painted. Here we go. So glass all the way around this piece right here. Glass all the way around this piece right here. That bit's going to stay as is. This bit's going to be glass. And that is fine. Shall I actually try and do an interior on this one? I feel like I should. Because I haven't done one yet, but I don't know. I don't know. There's something putting me off, honestly. And I think it's the fact that I wouldn't do a very good one. But yeah. Anyway, this is in. What do you guys think? That's actually a pretty cool cockpit. I do like it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is actually go through a bunch of this, try and modify it slightly so that it looks a little bit better, and I'm going to go ahead and do it in a time-lapse, just so you guys don't have to worry about my voice this entire time. You know what? Scratch that. I accidentally didn't. So there you go. I accidentally didn't do that. But anyway, essentially all I've done is rounded off the interior just a little bit to try and make it look a little bit nicer on the inside. And honestly, I think we have done a pretty good job. From here, what we need to do is actually add some air inlets onto the outside. I usually do that with these pieces, which are like the hemispheres. Is that what you call them? What you would call them? I think so. I think it is. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and drop this down to 90 degrees. There we go, which is fully side on. That's good. And what we're going to do from here is try and make them fit. Now, they're going to be very, very skinny. But that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and say the height of it is going to be 0.6. Oh, this is the width. So actually 0.3. The height of it... Oh, no, because the width is actually... Okay. Height of it is going to be 0.6. And the width of it is going to be 0.3. There we go. So very skinny. We're going to go to the front, do the same thing. So 0.6. Yes. And 0.3. Yes. Okay, so that's even that is too tall. So 0.4. Okay. 0.4 right there as well. We're going to leave it as 0.3 on the sides because I think it'll fit nicely like that anyway. So let's go ahead and take this back to a nice little location for him. We're going to go ahead and shove it into the side, essentially, just like this, and leave it just like that. Okay, it's not quite right at the bottom, but we can modify that in order to work. And the way we're going to do that is it this side? No, it's not. It is not that side. It's the other side. So do this. Aha, there we go. So it actually meets with that now, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and copy this. We're going to move it to the front. We're going to go ahead and paste it. And that is it. That's all we need. Apply. Bosh. So now it goes into there. Fantastic. What we're going to do from here is we're going to extrude it one more time. Make it 0.25. There we go. So we get a little bit of a rim on there. And 0.35 right there. Again, to get a little bit of a boundary. From there, we're going to go ahead and extend it again. And we're going to send it backwards just like this on the inside. And move it inwards slightly. There we go. That honestly looks pretty good. We now need to figure out the back end. So what are we doing with this? I don't know. It sort of just merges in with the actual hull. So we're going to bring this backwards. And we're just going to make it like 0.15. Very skinny. And also 0.2. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and just shove it in. There we go. So it does very slowly, but very surely go into the side. Hey, that doesn't look terrible. I feel like it merges too quickly. So we're actually going to go ahead and just send this all the way to the back. I know it's not really right, but I think that's actually fine. Yeah, I think it'll look better that way. Okay, time for the Delta Wing. Here we go. So lift, yes. Wing, yes. Go ahead and shove that directly onto here. We're actually going to have it so the exhaust end is actually not the end of the wing. It is going to go to the end of the fuselage, and that is all. We need a trailing edge for that. We also need a leading edge. Leading edge. I almost hiccuped, but I didn't do it. Okay, good. Grab this guy, and essentially, we're actually going to go to about there. We're not going to go all the way to the front of it, and that's going to be good. We're going to have skinny wings, too. Very, very skinny wings. There we go. Okay, and they're going to be delta wings, so essentially, little triangles. Big triangles? I don't know. Bring this back down to here, bring this down a little bit, extend this bit upwards. There we go, and then drag all of these out to the side to make it worthwhile. There we go. Is that too small? I can never tell. I'm not very good with scaling, but that looks about right. I'm even going to angle them backwards slightly as well, and I'm going to go ahead and push this one forwards just a little bit too. There we go. That might be weird. It might not look good, But to me, that looks fine. Yes. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do is actually try and snip the wings. So, at the start of the wing, I'm going to snip it right there. We're then going to snip it around here, I guess. Yes. There we go. And we're going to snip it around here as well. So, essentially, we got our pitch right there. We got our roll right here. And then our yaw will go in the center. Okay, that is actually fine. So, roll. Yes. Pitch. Yes, there we go. Now we just need yaw, and that is it. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and shove it onto here. I'm then going to roll it around to upright. There we go. And I'm going to try and put them on there really nicely. Okay. They're actually going to be very small too, so bring this... Oh, no. Oh, no, what have I just done? Okay, luckily, I think I've fixed that enough. That's fine. Gonna grab these two. No, that's not even the correct ones either. I've selected the wrong wing here, haven't I? No, wait, I'm so confused. I feel like this is... This ain't it. This is not the right wing that it's customizing. It's just not. Okay, hang on. Put it back on there where it should be. Customize the wing. I can't. Okay, I'm very confused. I'm extremely confused. I put a new one on. Okay, a new wing actually allows this to work. So we're going to grab each of these and we're going to send them backwards to about here. We're then going to grab each of these ones and we're going to send those backwards to about there. And this piece is actually going to be made a little bit smaller, just a tiny bit. And then we're going to angle all of it backwards. Yeah, because the real one is actually somewhat like this, which is a little bit strange, but at the same time, I guess kind of cool. All right, good. We're going to shrink it because it's too chunky at the minute. There we go. And we're going to shrink it there as well. And I guess we should probably shrink it here too. There we go. Is that in the correct location? Is the question. Not quite. It needs to be moved over to the center of this. So let's move it this way. And there we go. So this is our yaw control. Let's go ahead and whack that on. There we go. And we also need fuel tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. Bosh. Okay, fantastic. Is this thing going to fly? I think so. Is the nose too long on it? Slightly. It's not quite right. This isn't quite right. But that's all right. I think we can deal with this. I think we can. Okay, actually, I'm going to go ahead and shrink it just a tiny bit. I'm going to shrink this bit just a tiny bit too. Going to shrink this bit again just a tiny bit. And then this bit a little bit too. There we go. Honestly, I think that looks a tiny bit better, so I'm happy with it. Nice. Okay, now all we need is actual, like, landing gear, and then we can fly, I guess? Sure. Landing gear ahoy! Okay, so the way that I'm going to do it on this one is I'm actually going to go ahead and shove them into there. I am going to angle the entire thing off to the sides, just like so, and I'm going to roll the wheels to be level, so somewhat like this. There we go. That's quite a nice way of doing it, I suppose. Wheel diameter, a little bit bigger. And there we go. And they're not actually going to go that far back either, but we need to figure out how they retract. So they're going to retract upwards like this. Sort of. Sort of. Kind of. Yeah, into there like that, and they're hidden. Okay, I think that's fine. So all we need to do now is push it forwards, and that will be us done. There we go. Push that forwards. Go ahead and have this one retract as well. There we go. So they are sort of hidden, kind of. There's a little bit of them showing, but that's fine. And then we need a front landing gear as well in order for this to actually work. So let's go ahead and shove this directly underneath the cockpit, which is quite far back. There we go. Move it upwards, just a little tiny touch. Height of it, gonna be a little bit less, and that might be good enough for me. I also might actually angle it forwards. This isn't something that I normally do, but angling it forwards might be kind of cool. As well as that, we do need it to retract. Angle of the retraction into there. Fan-dabby-dozy. Okay, are we ready to test this? Okay, guys, here it is. I don't think I've done a very good job with the scaling of it. I think it should have been a lot longer, but let's go ahead and see if we can actually take off. My yaw is in... Oh, my yaw is actually inverted. That's fine. Yeah, I've made this way too small. It's like a miniature one, but that's okay. Landing gear folds in. And it is actually flying. It's working. Nice. Okay. I mean, even though it is a miniature one, That doesn't matter, does it? Not really. It's totally working. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Oh, and we've accidentally reached Mach 1. So it is actually quite a fast aircraft as well. I haven't messed with the engine at all, and it doesn't really seem to matter. It flies anyway, and it totally works. The one thing I would say is that we need to move the landing gear in a little bit, because we can see it. And also, we need a better pitch on this. Or we need canards, but I don't want to add canards. Not really. Although I could. Alright, I'm going to paint this. I am going to paint the aircraft. Yes. I think it's actually literally just going to be grey, but like a different grey to the grey that we are currently greyed up with. That might be a little bit too dark. I actually kind of wanted it to be quite light, so like even this. That seems like a nice color for it, so let's do that. Let's just paint all of it this color. Yes. We're going to go ahead and save that as a color. We're then going to go to red, and we're going to add a bit of red to this. In some respects, and we're also going to add some black to this as well. So, let's do black first. Here we go. Black, yes. The way that we can actually do this really nicely, which a few of you guys have told me, I can actually split fuselages. Okay. I think that's accidentally changed the color of everything, but that's fine. So, if we grab this color, we can paint all of it again. Okay, it's not working. That's fine. We can just paint it just like this. Here we go. Okay. Takes some time, but that's fine. It's fine. We fixed it. Except that bit. I can't seem to paint that bit. Strange. Anyway, grab this. What we should be able to do is go to black and paint it. Okay, for some reason that didn't work. Why can't I paint this piece? Hey, there we go. That time it worked. Fantastic. Yeah, okay, right. That's good. What else do we need? So, I need to paint the rest of this, the actual color that we've got here. And unfortunately, that's not going to work because the front end isn't right. But it's fine. Alright, here we go. Paint all that. Good. Paint the underside. I don't know what's going on here because that's not quite right. But I'm going to try and paint around the outside anyway. To make it right. I'm struggling. I am struggling. Okay, right. We've got a nice enough shape, probably. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get a square and just do this. Doesn't look terrible. Okay, cool. If we go to the side, I can also do this. Yeah, okay. Little pieces, little tiny pieces are, of course, the wrong color, but that's fine. Okay. I'd also actually really like a bit of black up here as well, in like a straight line, straight up the center. Don't know how I'm going to do that, but let's try it. Even like that actually is kind of cool. Let's do that all the way up to there. But like a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Even bigger than this, probably. Just a tiny bit though. There we go. Okay, this'll be it. And bam. Okay, we got ourselves a... maybe more. Maybe even more than that? Question mark? I don't know. I feel like it should be more than that, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think it should be going this way as well. So towards the top it actually gets bigger. Okay, that sort of works. Good. From there, we're going to go ahead and do the red that I wanted to do earlier. Scale it down a hell of a lot. And we're going to put it here. So, angle. 45 degrees if I can. Or close enough. There we go. Okay. Scale it down. Gonna go ahead and shove it there. And then we need to do like, I don't know, what would we do? Like 90? Is it 90? No, okay, it's not 90. How do I actually want this? I'm not sure what I even want. I guess minus 45? Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. There we go. Okay, good. So we've done that. We need a little logo on the front. We need a little logo on the wing. We also need to write Navy on it somewhere because apparently it was a Navy aircraft. And that'll be good. That'll be really good. Yes. I decided with red. All right, so we got red wingtips right here. What I'm going to do from there is I'm actually going to get this shape, which is a nice one. You know, a nice little hexagon. And what we're going to do This is going to be kind of interesting. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it properly, but I want to put it there, okay? A red hexagon. From there, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I need to save the right color. Otherwise, I'll have issues. Okay, let's go ahead and save this. What I'm going to do is saturation all the way down. We're going to go with white. Oh, I can't quite do it the way that I wanted to. Because I wanted to, like, copy it over, but then we need the other bit of the shape. Okay, I'm just going to go white right here. And do, like, a few of these. If I can. So, there we go. All the way down to there, I guess. Sure, and then we'll do another one right about here. And another one right about there. I mean, that looks very interesting. I don't know whether I quite like it, but I think it looks cool. I do think it looks cool. I'd love to put one here as well. It feels weird that they're actually spilling out, but at the same time, it's kind of an interesting pattern, isn't it? It's a very interesting pattern. Okay, cool. So from there, I'm actually going to go ahead and add some big old lines down the fuselage in white, I think. Oh, no, actually, maybe black. Maybe not that black. Gray. Okay, yeah, cool. In gray. And we'll leave it somewhat like this. Okay, fantastic. I think that's probably good enough for me. The only other thing that I want to do is add the FAF logo if I can. So let's go ahead and do this. And that'll be it. That will be it. FAF. Wait, actually, hang on. The right way around. Why is it upside down? Oh, because of this. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean for it to be upside down. There we go, 0, 0. Before we add it, we need to go to this. We need to say that this is good. We need to say that that is good, and we need to whack this on here. So, size of it, quite big. Let's go to 1. FAF. Okay. Yosh. Whack it on. Good. Same on the other side. Epic. And then we'll actually add a little bit of an FAF on the wing. We'll do it in the same angle as these guys. But first, again, we need the wing to be a higher resolution so that it looks right. Otherwise, it will not look right. I don't know whether we do it like this or do we do it like this. I'm not sure. I'm going to make it slightly bigger. And I'm just going to go ahead and shove it there. From there, we're also going to go ahead and put it on the wing. The vertical stabilizer. Yes. And it's going to be really small. There we go. FAF. But first, yet again, we also need to do the resolution. Yeah, I keep forgetting this. Oh, I can't. No, I can. There we go. Good. Go ahead and paint it. Whack it on right there. Okay, we did it. We did it, guys. We built a plane that I actually somewhat like. I love this bit of the livery. I think that looks sick, but I don't know whether I should change it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it totally works. It actually totally works. So yeah, anyway, for now, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this thing. Let me know if you want to see me actually do a full-on, I don't know, cockpit build, I suppose. And I might do it in the future. We'll see. Oh, and I also needed to hide this, didn't I? There we go. It's hidden now. That is cool. That is very cool. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. No, wait, I was totally joking. Was I joking? Was I joking that I finished? I wasn't. I thought I'd finished there, but actually I want to show you more. Because we changed this, the angle of attack on these, I really wanted to show you it. So let's go ahead and see how it flies now that we've actually modified that. It might be a little bit too aggressive, but also maybe not enough. Oh, and I need to change that too now. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Okay, right. Yeah, no. We are so much more agile than we were, and that is exactly what we needed. Like, exactly what we needed. Fantastic. Yes. Look at it go. Nice. I feel like the black at the front is a little bit too weird, and I don't think I've done a very good job with the livery overall, because the main color's wrong. But I really like this bit. I really like that bit, and I'm always going to go back to that bit, aren't I? But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. If you guys want to see more videos like this one, where I just build and don't really do any time lapses, let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Goodbye.